What up, Remnant? This is Jeremy. I'm probably standing right there right now, and that's kind of funny because I'm looking at myself. But on the video, I'm just going to talk for a minute just about the importance of the Word in our Christian walk. First, I'm just going to say there's many things we can have our foundation in, like you have a foundation in your parents, in their faith. You can have a foundation in maybe like the fuzzy feelings you feel whenever you worship or whenever you raise your hands to get saved over and over again. But one thing that's never fleeting is having your foundation in the Word, like in the Bible. Like just for instance, like in John chapter 1, it says, "In the beginning the Word was God, and the Word was with God." And if you want to have your foundation in your faith in something that will never sink, will never falter, having your foundation in the Word is having your foundation in God. Like you've all seen the memes where it's like, "Lord, speak to me," and the Lord's like, and there's a giant hand comes out of heaven, it's holding a Bible, and it's like, ugh. Well, that's the truth. If you want to hear from God, if you want the Lord to speak to you, read your Bible. Like Pastor Josh says, read your freaking Bible. Read your stinking Bible. You know? But just to prove that point, like there's so many things in here that like if you don't ever open it, if you don't ever look and see and like try to hear from the Lord in this, you won't. You just, it's so important to our walk with the Lord. Like you've all heard Pastor Don say, like, the Lord's the same today, forever, and the next day. Like, where is that? Like, and I know, like, I've read my Bible. That's in Malachi chapter 4. That's the very end. That's in Malachi chapter 4. It says for chapter 3, Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, it says, "For I, the Lord, do not change." Like, like that's like if you read your Bible, you know what to say, you know who the Lord is. The Lord does not change. If you read your freaking Bible, it's so important. There's no words it's not enough words I can say to say how important it is to read your Bible every day. Or even if you don't read your Bible every day, trying to read your Bible every day, and then eventually you will start reading your Bible every day, because you'll see the difference in your heart, in your life, whenever you read the Bible. And also, like, the Lord speaks to everybody in different ways. Everyone has different favorite Bible verses. One of my favorite Bible verses is in Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 1:18. I'm just going to open it really fast and just try to get there right quick. Jeremiah 1 verse 18. And that says, "And I, behold, I make you this day," so it says he makes you today, "a fortified city, an iron pillar, and bronze walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, its officials, its priests, and the people of the land. They will fight against you, but they shall not prevail against you, for I am with you, declares the Lord, to deliver you." Like, that's one of my favorite verses, because, in my heart, like, I look at worship, I look at, like, the Christian walk as a battlefield. And the Lord, whenever I first read that, I was like, wow, like, that's, today He's made me strong. Today He's made me a conqueror. And He's made me a warrior in His kingdom. And like how the Lord speaks to different people differently, that just appeals to me a whole lot. Or like another person, in Zephaniah 3:17, it says, the Lord will quiet you with His love, and it says that He spins around you, and He rejoices over you, singing and dancing. And that could appeal to another person, but you wouldn't know if you didn't read your Bible. Like you wouldn't. The Lord wouldn't be able to, like, I wouldn't know these things. I wouldn't have ever been. It's not personal. Like if you just sit through every sermon on Sunday morning, if you just sit through every sermon on Wednesday night, and you just listen, you just go, "Oh, that's good," or "Oh, that's nice." You're hearing what the Lord's speaking to Pastor Josh, which is for you, but you're not listening to what the Lord has specifically for you in the season of your life that you're in. And that's what this is for. This is for the Lord, so He can speak to you in the specific season that you're in and you could hear from him and know his voice. This is so important. Please read your Bible. Please go home after this service and read your Bible, please. Read it all night long. Stay up all night. I've done that before, and I've slept on 30 minutes of sleep, and I was awake all day. I was super rejuvenated because, the Lord's awesome, and he does weird things. So just read your Bible. Believe what it says. Don't do drugs. Thank you.